Well, I think the garden started autumn, was it 2017 I think? When we got funding from Norwegian Genetic Resource Centre to actually establish the garden. It's the actual the soil and preparation and that stuff, so Ringve got money for that autumn. And we just started planting up pretty soon after that. And yeah, we've been planting every year since then, really, filling up all the available holes, gaps. Yeah, and there's all the deadheading, which is quite a big job because we're trying to maintain, I mean, it's a collection mainly of old Norwegian vegetable onions, perennials, which I had a project for Norwegian Genetic Resource Centre and the Landbruksdirektoratet, what that is in English, the State Agricultural Directorate, I think, or something like that, yeah. To collect old Norwegian onions from all over the country. And so this is the final resting place for them, where we're doing comparisons, assessing differences and all that. And there's about 10 botanical species, and altogether over 300 different onions in the garden. Almost 100 botanical species, which is about, depending on different estimates, something between 15% and 10 and 15% of the world species of alliums you can find here.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
You've been to a lot of botanical gardens. How does that rank?
Oh, I've never seen anything quite like this. The only similar ones at Utrecht, they have an extremely long bed of alliums, but it's mostly ornamental alliums. The only other big collection I'm aware of is at Gartesleben, the German seed bank, where the real expertise within alliums is. Reinhard Fritsch and a few other professors. And there you've got, you're taking a picture now of Sayers Lurk, Allium victorialis in seed, from Harstad in northern Norway. The other one is from Lund, but they're pretty identical. And then we've got the Sherpa onion coming into flower now, absolutely beautiful. Look at all the bees on them as well. Bumblebees love alliums. Huh? Yeah, it's growing much bigger here than in my garden. Do you remember seeing them this morning in my garden?
No, actually.
Yeah, it just shows the benefit of good soil. And this is the earliest. There's about several others. Yeah, they're still in bud. This was planted 2 years ago.
Wow.
From a bulb or two from my own garden, and it's kind of divided and it's spread, and really looking good. So this is the Sherpa onion, we call it, or Nepalese onion. As I showed you in my garden, it sends out rhizomes, and the rhizomes themselves are harvested in the wild by people as a food plant.
So gorgeous.
So, Wallisha. Now I'm just going to show you this one. This is this midsummer shallot. So I dig them up every year and replant them. I left them a bit because I wanted to see the flowers, see it's flowering. So I'll just take one of them. So these are really worth growing, and they're useful because you can start harvesting them much earlier than ordinary shallot, and it's
and they make
totally hardy as well.
And they make bubbles.
Yeah, and they make bubbles as well, which can be used for propagating. But they don't. Last year they didn't flower at all, so this is really fun. And they've got slightly, so they look a bit like Proliferum, the Egyptian onion.
Right, but much smaller.
Or Løvløk, but much smaller, and the flowers are kind of slightly darker, pinker colour.
And then they focus on shallots, which are beautiful looking.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this to me is one of the most interesting finds. This would definitely be in my book if I'd discovered it today, if I knew about it. Yeah. This is the real Sant Janszoen from the Netherlands. And this shallot was St. Janswin is the same as St. Hans, or I call Johannes onion, and this was food for royalty in the past. So it was harvested at midsummer at St. Hans, and was served up for the king and queen.